So let's get right into it. So I just want to point something out. I was watching this interview. It was about Ta-Nehisi Coates and him being attacked on CBS News um, for his book that he wrote on Israeli apartheid. But the guy pointed out something in an article written by this guy about Judaism, conversions, and the Bible, things like that. So I'm just gonna play a little bit of this interview where he talks about this article, and then I'll come right back.
The focus of what I want to say here about Ta-Nehisi Coates and his evolution, but this is so funny. Tony DaCouple, my adult circumcision, how I made the cut for my new religion. To remain uncut, I was told, is to remain spiritually cut off from the Jewish people. So this guy married an Israeli woman, I think.
Yeah, he did.
And I came to this knowledge on the way to the altar of all places. I was engaged to a nice Jewish girl taking some free conversion classes at a big progressive Manhattan synagogue. It's tough to convert. You have to do classes. I wanted to learn something about that mattered to her, and and the more I learned it, and the more I learned, the more it mattered to me too. When one of my own rabbis, who is gay and female, slipped me the number of a moil, a professional snipper, I laughed it off. Classic Jewish humor, but no. Medically speaking, I was already circumcised.
I just want to point out something he mentioned that this guy who was converting, this white man who was converting to Judaism to marry this white Jewish woman, Israeli Jewish woman, right? He said he had to go to a female homosexual rabbi, right? Now this is who's running these people churches, and or running these people's synagogues, right? Now let's read the Bible. Now these people say they're the chosen people, but the people running their so-called synagogues are, first of all, white, European, Jewish, homosexual women. What does the Bible say about that? Right? Since they say they the people of the book. Leviticus 20 and 13, what does that say? Well, Leviticus 20:13 says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with the woman or a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them. What is that telling you? It's saying that female rabbis are an abomination to the point of death, right? That their social group should put them to death, right? That's what the Bible is saying, right? They should that kind of thing is an abomination, punishable by death. That's the law. Leviticus is a laws of Moses, right? But this is who they say run their churches. You see, and Leviticus is part of the Torah. Revelations 3 and 9, which is New Testament. Revelations 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. I will bring them to their knees. That's what that says. Revelations 3 and 9. You see, I will destroy them. Now that's a clear prophecy of what's going to happen to the false Jews. That's against speaking against female homosexual rabbis, right? Timothy. What does Timothy say? But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. So again, it's saying that basically a woman shouldn't be in charge of a church. Only men are supposed to be rabbis or priests, not running a synagogue or a church, not a woman. Now you may say, well, I'm in America, right? The Bible, that part of the Bible has been outlawed. I mean, that's your prerogative to say that, but that's not true, right? The Bible still stands. Now, whether you decide to say, well, I don't want to deal with that part of the Bible, that's your prerogative. Until the time comes when the cost is too much, right? For you to get away with that. But right now you can just say that because there's no enforcement. It's just like American politics, the Bible, American politics, stuff like that. There's no enforcement mechanisms. So it's basically satanic, and you can do as you want. I guess is a better way to put it, right? You can put a woman in charge of a church. She can be a homosexual, you see, and things of that nature. She can teach the children. This homosexual woman can teach children, men, whatever. You see, she can even take a person who is not a Jew and make them a Jew. All kinds of wickedness, right? There's no enforcement mechanism, and that's the thing I think what people have they struggle with the Bible and Christianity. They say, well, where's the enforcement mechanism, particularly in America, right? Where's the enforcement of the prophecy? Where's the revelation of the prophecies? Where not the revelation, but where is the manifestation of the prophecies, right? And where is the enforcement mechanism that says, you know, on this false Jew, on this woman synagogue leader, right? This woman church leader, woman priest, on a homosexual woman priest, right? Now I'm not saying that because I don't want to get, strike my channel. I'm just pointing this out. I'm pointing out the discrepancies, the double standards, in the Bible and what people are doing. Now people have to make of it what they want, because I don't want them to strike my channel and say, hey man, you said this or that. No, I'm just reading the Bible. I'm just reading out of the Bible, and I'm reading articles and pointing out what's happening in the world around you. People have to make up their own minds about why it's happening, what's happening, etc. Now, but the Bible is against that. It's against homosexual female priests running churches, right? And what is it says that kind of thing is what? The synagogue of Satan, right? Because here's a white woman who is clearly not from North Africa, who is in charge of a synagogue and is a homosexual, which I just showed you. All these things are clearly against the Bible.